Hey there, y'all. Disney D Prince here today with another budget doll unboxing. Today we have got the new Steffi Love Picnic Fun Kit 2-pack with the new Alex mold. He is very cool. He has a different kind of neck, so we might be able to stick him onto Ken dolls. We'll figure that out here in a bit. And they've got a couple of cute accessories down there, 20 plus pieces. But the real star of the show today is the Hawaii camper Bianca. These are both made by Simba, and they are very cool. This is, of course, the same brand from the dollhouse that I unboxed yesterday, but this is a bigger car than we're usually used to. It expands out, it opens. This retails for, I believe, $72. I picked it up at Ross for $50, which, it's not a great price for a car, but it's half the price of the RVs that Barbie's charging, so I'm still considering it a discount. And then we have the Picnic Fun, which retails at $22. I picked it up for $13 at Marshall's, and I'm very excited because I want to see exactly what both of these sets contain. So first, because we're going to want to put some dolls into our camper, we're going to look at our Picnic Fun set. Now, this Alex comes in, I believe, like 3 different sets so far, but this was the only one that I saw. I was hoping to get the Merman one, but I went to like 5 stores the other day, actually like 7 stores the other day, and did not find any other than this one. So Dee Dee's, which is usually my go-to for Steffi Love, kind of failed me on that aspect. But we are going to look at our very fun sets and figure out which parts are the best. So we are going to free them from their plastic, hopefully. So here is our Alex. He, of course, only has the 5 points of articulation. He does have articulation on his neck, but not very much. But look at that face mold. Like, it's great. I don't think his neck is going to be wide enough. I think he's going to be more on the BTS body than he's going to be on the Ken neck. Like, looking at him as he is. He does have some little shorts. There's supposed to be some Alex, like, fashion packs that are coming out, but those aren't as easy to come by here in the US, where Simba is not like the dominant doll brand. But he looks very cute. And of course we get a little puppy, which this isn't the worst dog that I've seen in a doll brand. It's a little weird, but he's still kind of cute. Not really the right size for a dog, but he's okay for a puppy. We're gonna try our best to get her out. And she is on, our Steffi is on a partially articulated doll body, because she's got these articulated arms and hands. So she has better articulation than Alex, but she still doesn't have knees. So that's okay. But she's got this cute little headband on. And of course, for some god-awful reason, doll companies have really decided to just, like, go with it on these little, like, hair attachments. But, you know, she's okay. I would consider rebodying these because they kind of look like Barbies at a certain point, but, you know, the skin tones are very orange, so we'll see. And then we're going to get our little picnic basket out. It does come with like a full-size blanket, so that's kind of cool. Right there. Very fun. So it's always nice to have some more accessories. I don't know how many accessories are actually going to come with the camper, but they're very cool. And then we're going to look at our other pieces. We've got a little campfire, or that might, I think this is actually supposed to be cake. Yeah, I think that's supposed to be like a chocolate cake. It only looked a little bit like a campfire. But that's very cool. And then we've got our little like soda bottles. Very fun. The actual accessories that come with Steffi Loves, sometimes they're better than what Mattel gives us, but other times they are really, really basic and really bad plastic quality. But, you know, that's kind of what you get. So, of course, we've got some cups, a teapot, some cutlery, and a couple of plates. So I'm not going to go through these because it's just more effort to take them apart. Because I probably won't use these. I'll use the basket, but like the plates, these are very, very light. They don't have any heft to them. So as soon as you set them down somewhere, they really just don't stay put. If you knock the side even whatsoever. But, and this is hollow. So, I mean, this could get put on a table if I wanted a centerpiece or something. But the star of this is going to be our picnic basket. It's very cute. It'll go with the cooler that I got with one of the Kens a while back. But our boys are pretty cool. This isn't a, this is a new type of body for them because it's got the different neck connection. But like his body's kind of trash. Like, let's be real. But again, I got this doll for the head because I want to see if it's worth doing customs with him. I was able to find 2 of these at one store. I did only buy one because, you know, I want someone who really wants to buy some dolls for their kids for the holidays to be able to get them. And it was on sale. But I'm loving his hair. His hair is really giving me what we're gonna get from the new Barbie Dreamtopia Ken that was leaked on Instagram a couple of weeks back with the curly-haired prince. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to put this directly onto a Ken doll. I don't think I will, though. But let's see what his head connection looks like. So his head connection is just like that. Like, there's no neck articulation. But we might be able to put this on a regular Ken. I don't know. I'm going to try with one of my non-made-to-move bodies. Because I think that's going to be better in the long run. Like, I have this type of body, which is the BTS body, and this type, which is the original Ken. But just looking at these neck sizes, I don't think he's gonna fit well on original Ken without, you know, without breaking. Because that's what he looks like when we put him on there. We can kind of like shove him down a little bit. And he works like that, but he doesn't have the same level of articulation. I would probably have to slit his little neck hole back there. But, I mean, it's not bad. And he comes out relatively easy. So that's good. But yeah, other than maybe adding a slit here in the back, he'll actually work on a Ken body, I think. But just as far as like going neck to neck, I think he's gonna be maybe a better match for this or like the Creatable World dolls. Just because I think he is... That's very... it's pretty close, but it's still a little loose. So he's actually somewhere in the middle of them, which kind of sucks, but like... That's what happens with these different doll brands, is there's no sort of standardization really, except for the female dolls. The female dolls, for some reason, really do get to be all the same size. And Barbie has kind of set that standard, and the only one that goes against it is MGA and Hasbro when they do their dolls. So, moving forward, let's take a look at our Hawaii camper. As you can see, it's got a couple of things that fold out. It's got like a surfboard in there. It's got a bunch of stickers, which it looks like those stickers are on there. And we might be able to take them off because I'm already seeing peeling. And I'm not sure if that's the tape that's keeping doors closed or not that's on here. But we are going to take a look at some of the other things that are in there. So as you can see, we've got a bunch of accessories. These are in blue, which is nice. There's actually some food that's included also. But it's not a hugely expensive set like we get with the Barbie RVs. Like, it's not cheap by any means, but it's not the same price point that we're looking at, which I just think is a little funny. So we've got our sticker sheets right there, which are just right inside the little flap. I'm gonna try to take this out without knocking the camera all about. So here it is without that glare for you guys to see just about how long it is. Like, we've got, you know, Ken, which is generally about 11 inches. So it's probably about 15 inches long at least, which is pretty good for our doll sizing. And then we've got a couple more things to put together, because of course there's a ton of things that we're gonna have to untie. I do like that I'm seeing more eco-friendly packaging on this, at least, because it's got these paper rope ties instead of like elastics or plastics, which is fun. But as you can see, we do have doors that open, so that's awesome. And then, let's see. See if I can't get some of this out. Ooh. Purse down. But these are very fun. they were doing well until they had this big freaking zip tie here in the back. Just fixed that. It's the only bad part about filming things that are just barely big enough to fit in my filming area is that they are really just barely big enough. And I have things that are not taped down on top of the shelves, which is kind of a mistake on my part, but that's okay. Bum bum ba. I'm going to try to get these out. And bum bum ba. Okay, let's see. Try to get it out of this paper. I think that's it from the back. It does have a couple of things that you can cut out from the back for like beach blankets and things, but I have enough like towels and things from other Barbie sets that I don't really need to do that. But we are going to try to untie the rest of these things so we can get a really good look at everything that's inside. Okay, gotta take our little paper ropes off. Very fun. And we're gonna try to take all of these off while we're down here. Always want to get everyone off, right? Lots of little ropes back here. So I think that's everything. But as you can see, it's very cute. It's got little whatchamacallit, it's got little windshield wipers that actually work by the looks of it. But like, that's super cute. So let's try to figure out how we open this thing. With the discount dolls, it's not always entirely obvious how the sets work, which is kind of one of the bad things. But we do have tape over here around the corners that I'm going to try to take off. Bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-dum, da-dum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Okay, got those. I think we got all the plastic off now. Okay, so yes, so it does open up like that. And then we've got this one, which can come down, which I'm not sure how it comes out, because this is not separate. Interesting. Okay, I think we have to open from the back over here. Okay, we've got a little shower back here. That's very fun. And then is a piece of tape that was very well put on, I guess. I'm not sure if that's how that's supposed to go on or not, but it seems like it would go like that. And let's take a look at everything we've got in here. So we have got one rubber band that's kind of in the way. We've got a very cool little umbrella table that's actually circular. Here's our cute little like surfboard, kind of surfboard. And then our seats are actually movable, which is kind of surprising. Like our bench seat comes out of the back. We've got a few more pieces that are all in their little like paper bags, which is nice. We have got a couple of these chairs that are like pool loungers or beach loungers kind of things. Bada boom. Like that. Very cool. And then in the back we have a full like kitchen. Like it's got cabinets and things. And then in the back over here is actually where we have our bathroom. So that's kind of cool, because we've got our little shower head that's attached by a little like fishing line. It's kind of cool way to do that. And then we actually can take our front seats out as well, it looks like. So our front seats can come out. They can't really like stand up on their own though. So I don't know why you would take them out, but you can. Like both the driver's seat and the passenger's seat both come out. Oh, because there's other spots where you can put them in, that's why. So you can scoot them back. You can turn them around. There's actually like 6 total spots that you can use them with. So that's kind of cool. So like you can have a full like seating area in there with everybody turned around. So that's kind of interesting. I'm okay with that. There's no actual spot for the bench seat to click in from what I'm looking at though, which is a little sad because there's a lot of moving around that happens with those. So we'll leave those hooked in. And then we're gonna set that back, I think, for right now. Just like that. And then close that up really quick. There is a little bit of schmutz on the van, but just looking from this side, it looks so much better than most of like the Barbie ones that we get. And I'm amazed by that. So let's take a look at some of our little pouches and what we get in them. Okay, so this is like a legit little like table. I don't know if it's gonna have any like pieces, like legs or not. We get 2 little dogs that are actually pretty decent for doll dogs, so that's great. Push them off into the other parts. Other little bag right here. This feels like cutlery and things. Okay, yes, so this looks like food. I'm going to tilt you guys down so we can see everything. Yep, okay. So we've got some, like, steak kind of thing, I think. Bananas, an apple, a little, like, burger that looks a little bit more like a Krabby Patty, a little, like, bottle of wine, hot dog right there. I think this is supposed to be a hot dog that you can roast because it's got the little holes in it. Okay. I was like, I don't know what that is. Looks like Barbie's first vibrator. And then we've got a bunch of little, like, dishes and things. And then this, I'm guessing, is supposed to go on, like, the side of a table or something. Oh, we get 2 wine bottles, actually. And 2 of these. Maybe these are hooks that are supposed to be used to, like, hang something. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll try to figure that out. But majority of this, you know, is pretty common. It's not stuff we haven't seen before. It's just kind of random things. I'm actually going to try to put them all back in the bag without too much stress, because we don't need those out right at this moment. Okay. All right. So we got all of our food and cutlery stuff, so that's great. So this must be furniture pieces. So we're gonna take a look. Okay. So these are just like larger accessories, it looks like. So we've got like a kind of cool little, I think it's supposed to be like a fire pit, because then it's got a grill that fits over it. So that's kind of fun. And we've got a little boom box. It's hollow. That's the only downside to that, but you can fill that with a little modeling clay if you needed to. We did find our legs for this table. So it's not just supposed to be like a really short table, so that's good. Which we are going to assemble this now. Avengers assemble, right? Bum, bum, bum. It does have a slightly cocky kind of lean to it, but I think that's on purpose. And these may have actually been those legs. Yeah, okay. So there's different legs for the table. I thought that was just going to be supported by the umbrella. I was wrong. These are actually the legs to this table. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. So we've got that table right there. And then we can take our little, like, clear blue legs and put them on the short table. Because we get 2 tables with this, which honestly, I probably would have paid $5 at least for, like, the chairs and that table. If it was like a furniture pack or something. So our tables are the same height, so I don't know why we get 2 of them. We've got this piece, which I'm not sure what it's for. I'm gonna have to look at the box, but it's something. And we've got a couple of pots with lids to cook with. Got a little, like, souffle casserole dish kind of thing with a lid. That's kind of cool. here's the lid for like the saucepan. And we've got a little a cool little like board game kind of thing, I think is what it's supposed to be. That's kind of fun. And a little guitar. It's not the best guitar we have. It's probably not even in the top 5 guitars that I have for dolls, but it's still kind of cute. And we've got our little tea kettle, and I'm not sure what this is supposed to be, but I'm gonna guess like trash can because it's hollow, and I don't know what else would it be. Maybe like just like a can of something, but kind of interesting. And then we've got our very cool little umbrella base. It goes like that. And let me move some of the other things around so we can put the umbrella through that table. So for that, we would put it, I guess, right there. I don't know. It doesn't seem like that fits perfectly. Or is that whole thing supposed? Maybe that whole thing's supposed to go through. I'm kind of surprised there's not any instructions. Okay, that's why. The whole thing's supposed to go through. There we go. And then we just pop that in there. And that's kind of cool. I think it's a little bit better than the Dollar Tree one that we got, which is the same kind of principle. And then we've got a couple more like dishes right there. And we get our own little like picnic basket that's blue. That's kind of fun. And some more little like glasses, I guess. I don't know what these are technically supposed to be because they're hollow, but they're kind of fun. So the only piece that we don't know where it goes is this one, and I'm guessing it goes somewhere on the inside of the caravan. I'm gonna put these little like dishes and glass things in there, but that's kind of cool. So lots to be had with these, and let me show y'all how some of it, how they sit in some of these. So there's kind of like pool lounger kind of styles. I've gotten better chairs, you know, but they're still fun. So the next question will be what to do with all these accessories right here that are small enough to go in a bag. And for now, the answer is they go in a bag, so I don't lose them, because they are not very heavy, which is kind of the downfall of some of these things, especially of the more generic doll brands. It's a little bit harder to keep everything in its own place because things are very light. So let's look at some of the things. I'm gonna move some of this around so we can turn our little thing back around. So I think it maybe is supposed to go on this. I am not sure where this is supposed to go, y'all. Maybe it's just supposed to like fit in somewhere, but I don't see like a little lip for it to fit somewhere. Is it supposed to go like right there? There's like a little divot under there. I don't know. Let's see. Of course, there's no instructions whatsoever, really. But let's see if I can put it together from our little pictures. Interesting. I don't see where it's supposed to go. You would think it would be like more obvious where things are supposed to go on our little like pieces, but with these generic brands, again, it is not always apparent. But, no idea. But they actually have the bench kind of like squeezed up there and then like the table inside, but their little things actually like go flush. And maybe I was just not pushing hard enough. Okay, yeah, so it does lock in. So it makes it more flush right there. So that's kind of cool. But it's very random, the amount of things that are actually included in this. We don't have opening doors for the front, which is unfortunate. I was hoping that these front doors were going to open. But we do have the side doors and the back doors that open. And then this front panel that comes down, which is not bad. So, you know, they are surprisingly well made for that. But let's take a look at how one of our Barbies fits in there. So we've got a Barbie Extra. Here she is compared to the height. Yeah, so she's standing in there with the top up. That's how she looks. It's at the right level. And then let's put her in the little driver's seat. So it's not a ton of space for her to like fit in the driver's seat because there's not much of an entrance. I think that's why we get these further back ones. So you actually have to put them in the further back ones for them to like sit in the chairs. These further back holes that are on the floor. But she fits. So, I mean, that works. And we've got room for a bunch more dolls to just kind of like hang out in the back. But they're very cool. So let's take a look at some of the stickers that we get. So a lot of these are just like cosmetic. These two are supposed to go on these shelves up there as like backers, which I wouldn't include those on there, but... And all the rest of these are just kind of to the point where I actually want to take the stickers off of the other side to make them better, to make it more realistic. But... And then let's see how we get that. So I think the only thing that this is for is to like keep things from coming up, which I don't know why. That's its own piece, but I'm gonna stick it in there while we close this part up. And that's not gonna work because it's so it doesn't really stay closed very well. I'm noticing, which is unfortunate. But it's not super noticeable from the other side where all the hinges are. But it's very cool. And these little stickers that are on there are all like one big piece, it looks like, actually. So I'm actually going to see if I can't get at least some of them off. And thankfully they're the clear stickers that don't leave as much residue on there, but like that's what it looks like. And they're kind of ugly as far as stickers go. So that's why I'm going to take them off, because I like to have things in my collection to be as realistic as possible. I know it's a lot asking for Barbie-sized dolls to be realistic, but at least when it's stickers, I can kind of do my best to keep them off. I do kind of wish this back part came out. Like, it bothers me a little bit that it doesn't come out. But it's kind of one of those things that if I wanted to take it out, I probably could, if I'm willing to finagle with it for a little longer. But just as like a regular video kind of length, I don't know if I'm going to finagle it that much. Let's see. Okay, this one. Well, I don't know. This does kind of move around a lot. Let's see if I can get this stupid cactus off. Of course, it comes off in more than one piece. Why would it not? There we go. All right. And then the last sticker is this one over here. Let's see if we can't. Okay. Bada boom. So now both of our sides match, at least, and it's a little bit more realistic, at least in my book. I don't love having a bunch of like little problem stickers. And the longer you leave stickers on, the more chance they get to like heat fuse and start to melt and deteriorate. And then when you take them off, you have to do a whole thing like Goo Gone to get the sticker residue off. But much better. There's a little bit that I need to hit with probably like a Clorox wipe right there. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera. It's not much, but it's there. And I want to really give this a look and see if I can't take this out. Like it's in there, but I'm not sure. Like if okay, so I can take it out. I just have to get all these little clips out from the bottom. So we got those out like that. So now we took our whole little thing off. These cabinets don't open, but this is like what it looks like. It's very cool, but I think I'd actually prefer having it without the little like camper part of it in there, really. Just because you could put a lot more like dolls actually in there. And based on the fact that it's so easy to put in and out. Like, I mean, that works pretty well, I think. But there's always things to be had. But so this is removable, this back part. You just have to kind of like pry those pins out of the way. And it didn't break anything, I don't think, except for maybe this little piece right there, but I don't even see where it would have gone. So all of my pins are still intact, so I can still theoretically just kind of shove that back into the spot in the back. But like I said, not a huge fan of like campers. I wanted this more for like the 70s, like VW bus kind of vibe, which I've now accomplished. You could throw a mattress back there and have it be a potty mobile. And you don't know why that is the way that it is. But yeah, so that works. We've got enough room back there to do lots of fun things, lots of activities. And I think it's a great car. Do I think it may have been a little overpriced for being generic at $50? A little. But based on the fact that it's bigger than most of the vehicles that we get from Barbie, this is of a size to the actual, like, Barbie campers that we get. And this is actually not all pink, which is great. Because this could be like my dude mobile, and you could do a lot of like custom stickers or whatever over here. Or if you wanted to, you could cut these out pretty easily with like a rotary tool and make it to where it has windows on both sides. Because the only benefit to having that pop out is that it becomes like a lounge area, which is kind of bizarre, but it's still fun. But again, this is our photographed side that we just do like that. And it's very cool. So I am excited that we could take out this little kitchen, because this is, you know, it ate up our entire back window. And we could still put it in there if we want it. It is a little awkward to have all of that stuff shoved in the back. So it is much more like open now, which I like. And you've got enough room to put your dolls in from the front. Put them in like that or whatever. Again, I didn't hook her in her seatbelt. That's why she's not cooperating. Like, yeah. What are you doing, thing? But it's very cool. You know, you just slide them in like that. That's what I was fighting against, was the seatbelt. And then we can put our Ken dolls in there also. And they are ready to go on a little cross-country adventure for their picnic with all of their picnicking supplies. And if you guys have any questions on these sets that I've gotten, let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed it, leave me a like. And as always, follow along for some more fun unboxings. Alright, y'all. Be good. Bye.